moon.
Yeah. All right. Welcome. Could you start by giving us your name and where you're from?
Hello, I am Tim Veldhuis, otherwise known as Timbo. I come from Starbuck, Manitoba, right in the middle of Canada.
Nice. So it's pretty warm up there, right?
It actually was. It was quite warm.
Oh,
It was above freezing for like a week.
that's warm, right? For you. You're just born with fur to survive that cold. I got
Yes, that's yeah, something like that. It is now currently negative 16 degrees outside, 16
Oh,
Celsius. So
Celsius. Celsius, not as bad as Fahrenheit at that point, I
at
think.
that point, no. It's like
Okay.
negative 10 Fahrenheit or something. Oh.
Okay. Jeez, that's cold. Anyways, to back to Legion. You went top 8 in Adepticon last year, right?
Apparently.
Apparently. So we just wanted to interview you and talk about Legion right now and like what you're playing. So like what list are you playing right now and what faction at least are you playing nowadays?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was top 8 last year with Republic, and I was actually top Republic.
Nice.
And I think I would still consider myself, when I'm playing competitively, a Republic player through and through.
Republic's very
Um,
hot right now.
Republic is very hot. It also like fits usually with what I want to do. However, when I'm playing at my local scene, I'm basically exclusively a Rebel player. So
Really?
yeah, I like to help people play Republic, but I don't like to bring my list that no one can do anything to our local scene because I'm trying to grow a scene, not stomp on everyone.
So it's a mercy that you don't play Republic. I
I
like it.
mean, instead of letting someone shoot at me and do nothing for an hour and a half, I instead pull out like Sabine or whatever and just do a whole bunch of tricks, and then they go, "Ah, what happened anyway?" But um,
Okay.
it's playing Rebels usually means leads to a better experience for the other player than a
That's
Dodge Castle lone list.
that's fair. It's a more casual and like entertaining game playing
Yeah.
Rebels. So tell us about one of your current Rebel lists that you're playing or your current fun list that you've been playing.
So the last list I played, so I've been playing some Ewoks. However, I didn't
Okay.
buy enough boxes of Ewoks to do the competitive thing, but that's okay because then
It's
I don't have
never
to carry
enough.
as many. Yeah. So we got 12 activations, only 12 activations,
Only
nothing.
12 for shame.
But we got Logray, Improv, Herbal, Secret, Wicket with
Okay.
Force Dwellers, C3PO, Chewbacca with Protector. Um, and then let's do Special Forces first. So I got two commando units in this uh list with snipers. Um,
Okay.
Gives a bit of long range fire, like with Chewbacca and the commandos together.
Are they
You
strike teams or full squads?
you can't take strike teams in
Oh,
uh
okay.
Red Shade. So
Okay.
yeah, they're full
This shows
squads.
how much I know. Yeah.
But it means that you can engage in that first turn or two,
Uh-huh.
especially with the Ewok command card that can, give you a fourth gun for a turn.
Okay.
Then I got a unit of Ewok slingers with the trapper so that you can use that command card
This
effectively.
is phenomenal.
It's phenomenal. It also means like, especially on the turn when you get relentless, you can like use Logray to stack them up with a bunch of surges and aims, and then like double move them to engage. And 7 black with like
Okay.
3 or 4 aims and 4 surges is pretty good.
It's approaching Wookiee.
Yep. So it means that this list is able to fight somewhat effectively at range, right? Instead of just
Okay.
being absolutely nothing at range, they have a little bit of
Yeah.
shots.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and in the core, we got 5 units of Ewok core in total.
I
All of
thought
them
you
have an
didn't have a lot of Ewoks. What is
well,
this?
whatever.
You're like-
Just whatever. They all have an axe. You
Okay.
got you got the two units that have like the axe, the trapper, call to arms, and tenacity.
Uh,
You got two
oh
units
wow.
that yeah, you got two units that are just axes, and then a unit that's an axe and insatiable curiosity to go knock a rocket launcher or something off somebody.
Okay, okay. Have you? So that's interesting. I haven't heard of people using the insatiable curiosity. Have you reliably gotten use out of that?
Um, it's fairly reliably gone off. Whether it's gone off the most effective way has been like, give
Okay,
or take. But
okay.
one thing it does do is it forces everyone to like shoot that squad till it's dead.
It draws aggro.
It draws aggro, and it'll like because like okay, so you put them out, they get shot, and then you hide them. Well, someone's gonna like try to reach around to try to get that squad because even with one model left, it's
It
gonna
can
like
still do its thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, I'm also playing so to try to get as many of the UOC cards on the table to like let everyone see what they do, so everyone can
Yeah.
see them. But
Okay.
it has been interesting, I'll say that. Because I mean Ewoks do just die, so it is nice to be able to knock a heavy weapon off something before
Right.
the whole squad just gets punched to death.
Okay. Okay. So, what would you say are like the weaknesses of this type of list then?
I mean, what can it do against armor? Almost nothing.
You
Um,
get the one log trap, and that's it.
you get one log trap, and Chewie can shoot at.
Yeah,
Um,
Chewie's decent plinking.
but but even with the log trap, like the likelihood that you're actually going to take anything of armor down, very low,
Right.
right? Like even with the log trap, like the log trap's only to do impact. Well, it's impact four, but like
It's not a
okay, so
big
impact
die pool.
it's five dice. So you like, okay, so say you do four. Well, that's not killing anything.
Right.
Um, so like basically, I mean, this list is you just kind of try to outlast armor. And
Okay.
then right, I think is the what you gotta do. And if you're playing something like triple ATSTs or something, you might have to just YOLO and try to get into the back with those axes.
That's fair. Yeah.
This the axes do have impact, which is the
Get them
funniest thing.
to trip over their feet because those ATSTs are not so great at close range.
No,
Especially when there's three of them. They end up like blocking
yeah,
themselves around and all that.
yeah. Now, I mean, with when you are close range those ATSEs, you are just gonna get like a whole unit of Ewoks taken off every time they shoot because they do a blast, right? Like trying
Yeah.
to thread that needle is no bueno. But I mean, with that, you're really trying to utilize turn zero to get objectives that you actually want. Because
Okay.
yeah, like I mean, that's
What kind
most.
of objectives, like your favorite two or three objectives with that list and your like least favorite?
I mean, probably recover's really good. Breakthrough's really good. Just because you have a lot of activations, you have some scouting potential.
Okay.
Payload ends up being pretty good, though payload is
Crapshoot
kind of,
nowadays.
yeah. But I mean, with Ewoks, you're honestly kind of leaning into the crapshoot meme anyway. So, like, payload itself is actually
Okay.
good for Ewoks because you have so many squads that want to be close to the enemy.
Uh-huh. And this gives them mobile cover.
It gives them mobile cover. It means that like there's two focal points the entire battle, the entire game.
Hmm.
Same thing for hostage. They're not bad at hostage, even though they don't have a force user, just because they're able to swarm so effectively
Okay.
that if you have spread out like intercept just spreads the game too long and they can just
Mm.
get planked down. Whereas if it's a couple focal points for a turn or two, you can just swarm 12,
Okay.
13, 14 activations into one spot and take over.
Okay. Not they're not good at prolonged fighting. Is kind of like what you're getting at there.
Generally not. I mean, they have a white unsurging save, so once they
Yeah.
get into melee, like even and because a lot of them don't have charge, um,
Yeah.
like you're gonna like you often end up double moving into something, and then they have an opportunity to punch you first, and even like regular core squads can take out half an Ewok squad no problem in melee.
Yeah.
So
It's not like they hit particularly hard back either. Like they're just a lot
no,
of
I
them.
mean you're really leaning on the um those charging axe Ewoks, the two that you get to like
Yeah.
really deliver your punch. So
Okay. Okay. Um, All right, what would you say is your fondest in-game moment, or most memorable even in-game moment?
Most memorable in-game moment. I mean, there are a lot of them. Um, I mean, the one that's not this is not fondest, but the one that always bites me in the makes me tense up was when I force pushed in the incorrect way to lose in the semifinal LVO
Oh,
against Mr. Mike Berry. Um,
oh,
how I've described it to my friends who don't play Legion, I pushed this, I like, I went this instead of that, and I
oh
lost.
no. Oh no.
Uh,
Was it
um,
literally like you pushing right instead of left? Like you,
it was if I would have force pushed the unit and then cohered to cover up the KP with his other like non-unit
mm,
leaders,
yeah,
uh, I would have won.
yeah. That's a juicy play with force push. Just throwing
Yep.
the non-unit leaders. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was last year at LVO. And I mean, I hadn't played that many Force users up to that point. So I was like one of the last. And then I ended up using that lesson at Worlds to win my top 32, top 16 game, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay.
So it's like one of
Oh,
those.
nice. Yeah, yeah. You figured it
Um,
out.
I mean, probably my fond memory though was just my entire game against mediocre Mitch, who came from Australia, who the Commonwealth kind of came together and hung out at Worlds last year, and we ended up BSing the whole weekend together and having some drinks or whatever, and then it was like top
Nice.
32-ish. Um, we get paired up. It's like, it had to happen. So we
Oh,
had a
oh, so
great,
you became friends before playing
yep.
against each
Oh
other?
yeah.
Oof.
Oh yeah. And then we played a super good game. He had Dark Troopers. It was very interesting. The funniest thing that happened though is I played the wrong command card. I played Padme's 2-pip instead of Padme's 1-pip. I needed dodges, and
Uh-huh.
I could have played either to get the dodges, but it was a game of key position, so generally you save the 2-pip to get movement at the end.
Hmm.
But whatever, brain short circuits, it's a long day. I put the 2-pip down.
Yeah.
And I literally look at him and go, "That was the wrong card." But it's Worlds, not gonna like even
Right,
if you
right. Yeah, you can't.
even if you say take it back, like no, like this is what I did, no problem.
Right.
Keep playing the game, and then into the next turn of the turn after, then I play Padme's 1-pip, and it
Uh-huh.
won me the game
Huh.
because basically by the end of the game, it realized Padme had to survive for me to win, and that her
Okay.
1-pip gives her danger sense,
Yeah.
and that danger sense plus a dodge meant she lived.
Wow.
So it
Okay. You
was
stumbled into that one a little bit.
yeah. I mean it wasn't a guarantee either way, but it was very much a like I was able to be a little bit more aggressive with Padme than I had any right to be because I had this danger sense up.
Okay, okay. I like it.
Yeah.
So how about your fondest or most memorable out of game moment in the Legion community?
Ooh, can I even talk about these?
I mean, we'll keep it PG rated. We'll
Uh,
just
I don't I don't know. Like just in general, like it's great getting to meet people you'd never get to meet.
yeah.
Right? I mean, you yourself, Mr. John Bushman. There's no way I would meet you without this game. So,
Oh no. No.
um, that's just like the very in general, just meeting cool people from all around the world. Um, and you have a common love of something, so you're able to talk all night and
Yeah.
just like sitting around and BSing all night is about as good as it gets.
Just hanging out. Go to those tournaments, people. They're fun. Like that's what it's all about. I
Yep.
like it. Um, okay. I think that's oh, we got one more question. Could you give us a fun fact about yourself that others might not know?
Fact about me. Well, I mean, many people have heard I am a bee or my family are beekeepers by trade. That's what we do. That's how I get money to afford to go to all these things. We run 1,700 hives. We're one of the largest
Wow.
farms in Manitoba. Last year, we produced about 400 drums of honey, so like a standard oil drum. Produced about
How much
400 of
is
those.
that like 40 gallons? How many is a
Fif
drum?
55 gallons.
55 times 400. It's like
Yep.
2,000. No, 20,000. Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a beekeeper, a Legion beekeeper. Very cool. Well, before we sign off here, do you have any local store or club you'd like to shout out?
I mean, the store we go play at every Tuesday night in Winnipeg is game night games and cool stuff. So they're a good group of people. We have like 4 to 5 tables every Tuesday.
Oh,
And then
nice.
a local group that I'm also part of is the Winnipeg Wampas.
The Wampas. I love it. Very cool. Well, thank you very much for your time, and we hope to see you again soon.
Sounds good. I'll be in the UK for playing Legion first weekend of June.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
I guess that's another shout out. UK Grand Expo, Game Expo, whatever it's called.
Not yeah, I don't know. Very cool. All right.
That's no moon.